Well, we're saying goodbye to Cairns, and had a good time here. And I think we'll definitely come back. Maybe we'll build some sort of a trip up to Cooktown or even Cape York, who knows, a couple of years' time. Yeah, so we're off to the Atherton Tablelands today. This will be episode 37, Pinky's Travel Adventures, and yeah, we'll see what that brings. I think we're staying 2 nights in an RV park, and yeah, then starting to head to the Gulf. So next episode will be good for you. Well, here we are at the Bernardio RV and Nature Park. Beautiful. And couldn't ask for anything more, really.
Oh, sunshine, company.
Sunshine, company. Oh, cool. Grassed area. Yeah, we're set up for 2 nights, and it's quite well patronised, this place. It's cane and wheat. No, not wheat. Corn producer. And this is a little spot beside the creek. And there's a couple of walking trails, and they do feeding at night time. And they've got a huge camp kitchen for large groups, and a fireplace where you could have a wood fire. Excellent spot. So we've gone off grid for this one for 2 nights, and only $20 a night. And I've got this little toilet block. Done some nice artwork on that. Bernardio RV and Nature Park. Enjoy your stay. It's a long way down to the creek, isn't it? Wow. Somebody did a lot of work to build this. My knee's complaining. Oh my goodness me, look at all the rocks. Look at all the rocks. All the rocks.
That's a road down there. Everyone's moving their vans down here to camp. Oh, here, you see that now?
This is still the North Johnson, isn't it?
No, this is the same river as...
See if we can see the lead now.
This walkway goes on and on. Do you think they mow it?
I reckon. When platypus come out and are more active.
We are walking along the bank of the Barron River. Barron River. And it's quite pleasant. The sun's a bit warm. And we'll just go back to camp and try the other walkway. And this is the camp kitchen. Which is quite large, built for large groups, I think. Is that a tiny little kangaroo? It is a rock wallaby. It's a bit of a pathway leading away from the campsite. Okay, where do we go now? Oh, it's the whole area is just
volcanic rock.
yeah, just boulders. All the topsoil's been washed away and left the rocks. So we're going back to the campsite now, I think. Back to the camp kitchen.
He's got to come to get something to eat. Say what time they put the animals today?
Yeah, in the afternoon sometime.
What?
In the afternoon sometime.
It's 3:15.
And this is the campfire site where you can light a campfire. This is the upper level camping area and it's pretty full.
Ringtail possum?
No, ringtails have really long tails.
Possum. I think it's actually a Dame.
Oh, Alistair, it's coming.
It's a Dame Edna.
Got food. Oh, yeah.
Jump on your
Oh,
nose.
they've got these brakes. You know how brakes? You're not allowed to feed them.
It's a Dame Edna.
It says don't feed. Oh, look at it. It says don't feed the animals. Yeah.
It does the washing and you pay for it.
Oh, really? Pretty. I think they're pretty, but they don't have to see much tough ones.
You're going to scream if he jumps on
I
you.
know, they catch, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they hurt.
So still. Must be big.
Right?
We put our torches on them. We put our torches on them.
Yeah. Yeah, one, right?
So what is
Oh, they're
this?
used to all sorts of stuff.
What's this little one?
That's our little rainforest wallaby.
Oh, right.
So it's Tablelands and the other name.
That's well, that's what they are. They're called paddy melons, but they're really.
Tree.
And the tree kangaroo, that's a long hop tree kangaroo. They're totally different. Like
Is that a tree kangaroo?
No, these are all. They're just possums and the
Oh,
paddy
look here, they all come.
The three kangaroos. There's a little walk just by the shelter here, just in there, that goes round in a circle. But they'll see you coming and you've got to be lucky to be able to pick him out before he sees you, otherwise they just hide. And they're quite don't stand that high. Oh yeah, shoulder height, yeah. Well, that's the photo, see him there? Now, we used to get him all the time, halfway down the walkway here. That photo was taken. And it's moved, that one, we reckon there's a mum. It had one puppy there, and this year we found it right down the other end. And we've seen it in there at least half a dozen times, and I reckon it's still in there. They think it's territorial.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So this one's not a.
No, these are all just paddy melons.
And yet that looks so kangaroo-like.
Oh, it is a kangaroo, yeah. Probably, you've got one smaller than that, which is a wallaroo.
Yeah.
That's like a half,
No,
they reckon.
guy with the torch.
half kangaroo. But
Behind you.
Well, there's not many of them left here.
And then that's a paddy melon.
That's the paddy melons.
And so they're almost kangaroos.
Yeah, they're kangaroo. Yeah, they're kangaroo family. Just come down. He dominate for now. She's worried. Yeah, I don't know why.
That's why they don't bloody, they don't.
The males are probably one of those little ladies. Did you see he tried to get a peanut himself? Hey, don't pinch mum, see ya. Oh, I'm sure that's not mum. Come on.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. I got them.
All along the river and revenched all that.
Look, it reaches out Alice's stick.
Because there's only 3 plots left.
Oh,
Here we are at the Tinaroo Dam wall, and it certainly is a dam wall. And spillway's running. Smells. And this is the Tinaroo Dam wall. Pretty big lake, a bit blowy, bit of a chop on the water. So she's almost at maximum capacity. So this is the Lake Tinaroo overlook, picnic area, whatever. Destruction and construction. Tinaroo Dam was constructed between 1953 and 1958. Much needed irrigation water to make agriculture possible in the drier tablelands.
I don't know how much water is compared to Sydney Harbour.
Irrigation, catchment area, 545 square kilometres, annual average rainfall 1.3 metres. Storage capacity 436 megalitres.
The capacity of the dam.
Yeah, 36,000 megalitres.
So Sydney Harbour.
Sydney Harbour is 120,000 million
120
gallons.
million gallons. This one's 80 million.
80,000 million gallons. So it's about 2/3.
Yeah, so it's a bit smaller than Sydney Harbour. That's how I always
2/3
compare
Sydney
things.
Harbour, yeah.
It's still pretty.
Oh, this is a sundial. Well, this is a big scale map of the dam. So it's the Barron River that they've dammed. And this is the recreational side of the dam where they go canoeing and things. There we are, the main street of Atherton. Yeah. It's got a McDonald's, a cafe, a pretty big town. Oh, a big reject shop. As usual, we stopped at a coffee shop. Quite a nice little place. What's it called? coffee, relax, eat. Gallery Cafe. It's got really unique table legs made out of old galvanised pipe. And look at this little fence made out of old tools. I've called in to see the curtain fig. It's a remnant maybe forest. Curtain fig tree is a green fig and the strangling habit is common to this, another tropical fig species.
Wow.
It's nasty.
Nasty? Why nasty?
Didn't you say it was nasty?
No.
So it's massive.
I said massive.
Oh, massive, sorry.
Wow, look at that.
Wow.
It's huge, isn't it?
Hmm.
Look how tall it goes. Oh, goodness me.
It's a massive tree, let alone the curtain. The seed is deposited on the host tree's crown, it germinates, the first root descends to the soil. Enriched by the soil, the fig developed area roots which encircled and eventually strangled the host tree. The host tree then fell into a neighbouring tree, a staging unique to the development of curtain fig. Vertical fig roots descend from the fig's trunk to form the curtain-like appearance. Eventually the host tree rotted away, leaving the freestanding fig tree.
Start.
Yeah. So it eventually kills it, and then it's left itself. It's just amazing.
And it sends out all those...
That's its roots. What do you think of the fig tree?
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? It's just
It's
huge.
a big thing, isn't it?
Oh, unbelievable. So, it's just got so many roots that are just coming down from the top. And
And it's very hard to capture on a
oh, yeah.
camera. It's just too big.
Too deep, yeah. Oh. And this area is beautiful.
It's a lovely,
beautiful.
lovely little walk through the rainforest.
Yeah.
And there's supposed to be tree kangaroos this area.
Oh, I think they come out at night time.
Yeah, they're nocturnal.
Yeah.
And they said if you're walking through the forest and you look up at a tree and you see a big lump and you're not sure what it is, it's probably a tree kangaroo curled up. You don't see them during the day, very rarely.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, well, that was worth stopping and having a look.
Having a bay
wasn't it?
peep, yep. So here we are at Lake Barine. And you can do a ride on the boat, but they don't want you to swim here for some reason. Don't know why. It's a national park with a tea house on the border. Some scuba divers learning to scuba dive. Welcome to Lake Eacham, Crater Lakes National Park. It's quite developed. So this one has swimming facilities. Stay clear of the crocodiles, so it's got freshies in there. Wow, look, they've got ramps, steps. Awesome, this is fantastic. Very clear. Pontoon out there. Wow. What's the temperature like, girls?
Freezing. No, it's alright.
Liquid ice?
It's not the coldest I've felt, but it's
Pretty cool. You got to keep moving, otherwise the blood freezes.
tread water for 10 minutes.
You should get Pinky in one and you in the other. It's too low, isn't it?
Dusk or something, isn't it?
Yeah. So on the far bank, there's holes in the bank, and they're platypus holes. That's their home. And they're not usually around during the day. Come out at dusk or in the morning. This is the path down to Milla Falls. I think my knee's complaining. Another vehicle get down here. There's a few vehicles down here. That's a bit unfair. Wow, that's awesome falls.
How gorgeous is that?
Wow. Yeah, it's just such a drop. Here we are at Zilly Falls. Yeah, I have to put a stinker on it. Another lovely little track through the bush. What is that? It's well worth the track down. This is the top of Zilly Falls. It's a big plunge again. This walk's a bit more difficult. A little bit steep, muddy. Lucky it's not too wet. Lots of roots keeping the track together. Oh, my knee didn't like that. This is Zilla Falls. Amazing. This is the Elanjara Falls. This is the track down to the Elanjara Falls, the third falls on the waterfall loop. This one seems to be bitumen all the way.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Hang on. It's a bit wider than the other track.
Oh yeah, it's hard to get back up. some depth.
Yeah, feel it.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
Don't fall in.
Would be suitable. That'd be quite nice. If you had a noodle under that rock formation, it would
Yeah.
be beautiful. I think you'd have to do it with some type of flotation device.
Well, we don't know how deep that is either.
Just swirling water.
There's a picnic shed in Miranda. So these are the Miranda Falls. And there was the 1967 flood level. Pretty cool. And I turn around and there are the falls. Basically they've built a swimming pool at the bottom of the falls. This is terrific. Wow, this is really well developed. Look at the park over here. It's like an Olympic swimming pool with a muddy bottom and the steps from coming down into town. Now there's the Miranda Falls. Looks pretty deep down there. Get out of the way, Bruce. Well, we've decided to stay another night at the Menadio RV Park in the Atherton Tableland, and we'll head for Tinaroo Hot Springs tomorrow. So today we're just having a bit of a rest day, and I just want to do a bit of fine-tuning to the electrics on the vehicle. I've discovered that when you hook up the charge circuit to the caravan, that the negative is supposed to go to ground of the car, not to the negative battery terminal. That way the smart alternator knows that you're drawing from the battery. So it's going to change that a little bit, and hopefully the charge to the caravan will be a lot better. And the smart alternator will be able to pick it up. So apparently smart alternators have a almost thing like a shunt, I suppose, like a shunt between the negative and the car earth, so that it can measure the drain, and that's what switches the smart alternator on. And I also want to put in a circuit so I can plug in the my mini inverter to charge the laptops while we're travelling along. And that should enhance our off-grid stay a bit. So yeah, while we're at Menadio RV Park, we've gone off-grid. So this will be the third night, and sunny skies, so there's no problem at all charging the batteries up. Actually, beautiful spot here, very grassy, and you can probably pick up the birds doing their chirps and their whistles, and we've got whipbirds and bellbirds and all sorts of other birds. There's also little paddy melon kangaroos, and they also say there are tree kangaroos around here as well, but you can never see them because they only come out at night. So yeah, it's 7:30 in the morning. Very heavy dew last night, and everything is sopping wet. It almost looks like it's rained. I've got a puddle of water here. A little bit of water in the bucket. Very wet. Everything's wet. So we're leaving Atherton Tablelands today.
We've been at Menadio, and we're going doing the tourist route via Herberton, and then we're going to take the road that's the highest road in Queensland, as in elevation, all the way across to Tallaroo Hot Springs.
So what did you like most about Atherton
Oh
Tablelands?
man, I liked this place. This was amazing. A lot of grass, very much in nature. Waterfalls were beautiful. The town of where did we go yesterday? Yungaburra.
Yungaburra, yeah.
So pretty. It's got 15 heritage buildings in it, and it was just lovely to have morning tea there and look at all of the lovely shops and buildings. Yeah.
We didn't have morning tea, we had lunch.
So we had lunch there.
Lunch in the pub. So this brings episode 37 to an end.
Yep.
And yeah, thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and tell other friends and neighbours about our horrible videos.
Bye.
Bye. Tells you how many seconds you're recording for.
73.
Highest road in Queensland, elevation 1,162, whereas ours says it's 1,173.